Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the eISL powered by Coca-Cola to take your Monday blues away. We've again got two of the red teams going off against each other. But of course, before we get the show started, a huge shout out to our sponsors. First, starting off with our esports partners, Nordwind Gaming, our associate sponsors, Hero, our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectible partners, Terra Virtua, for making this happen. And joining along with me is, of course, Azim. Now, the battle amongst the Reds, as you can call it in the EPL, Liverpool going up against Manchester United. But this time we have Jamshedpur FC going up against Northeast United FC in a rematch. Azim, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, a very important battle for that top four spot. But of course, this is the league stage and it's all getting super serious right now. We'll carry on till the 13th of March, 110 matches in total, 3 games per match, 2 1v1 matches, and of course, 1 co op. The top 4 teams make it through to the finals, which will be played on the 19th to the 21st. And then, of course, the 2 winning team members are turned to enemies to fight it out to represent India for FGS, but a huge prize pool as well.
Yeah, talking about the money in hand, it's just gotten better today, right? Because, of course, 78 lakh rupees is on the line. And for the first position, you get 15 lakhs. And along with, so it reduces down. But for the MVP, 4 lakhs plus a personalized NFT of the player by Terra Virtua. Now, this is something that, every single player would now want, an extra additional consideration for that MVP slot. We've got a lot of contenders, but before that, let's take a quick look at the leaderboard and see the battle for the 5th spot is, I think, is what is on the line. We're going to have that fixed just in a little while. But yeah, like I said, right, both these teams are just above and below each other. The last
Yeah.
encounter that we had, Northeast United taking up against Jamshedpur FC, it was, of course, Northeast United FC walking off with a win, and quite a decisive one
Yeah.
at that. So today is where Jamshedpur FC want to change things around. Now, we've seen Akash Ash, been feeling really sad because the kind of a monster that he is, the way he plays, and then his luck and his love story with the crossbar sort of continues every single day.
Yeah, I mean, he's just not been having the rub of the green. He's been playing great. I
Yeah.
mean, there's been nothing wrong with his gameplay. He's getting in the right positions, getting his players to take shots, take the chances. But unfortunately, hitting the post, hitting the crossbar, keepers pulling out blinding saves against him. So it's all not been going his way. But we've seen players like DK have that happen to them. We've seen that happen to guys like Dugal as well, where they just had really bad
Yeah.
runs of form. And like even for Kerala Blasters FC with Akshat, we had a very similar story. And suddenly it just turned around one day and it started to click. So we could see that maybe today could be the day. Akash will be hoping that today is the day because it's a huge match for Jamshedpur FC and their potential chances. There we go. Of course, they are sitting in 6th and 7th, but a win takes them right back into that discussion for the top 4 spots for Northeast United FC. Of course, having played 2 games less than Jamshedpur FC, it is a little less pressure on them, you could say.
Yeah.
But of course, having been on top of the table just a few weeks ago, now they find themselves in 7th place, and that's really how quickly things seem to turn around in the eISL. And let's see what our lineup of matches is for today. I'm quite excited to see who is going up against who. It is Imad against Akash, the 2 big hitters going up against each other, and then Mufu against Arvind. All red, and both teams are going to be on absolute red alert and searching for that win. Jamshedpur FC, they will feel that they are due one. And there you can see it, Akash stretching, getting into the zone. Jamshedpur FC, after SC's Bengal, probably, and Chennai FC, probably the highest scorers in the eISL. So goal scoring not been a problem in general, but off late, the frame of the goal seems to be their biggest enemy.
Yeah, maybe if they can stretch it a little longer, then things could be different for Jamshedpur FC. But that's not going to happen. But talking about the last encounter that we had, right? It was again Imad with that 3-1 victory against Akash Ash. Now, this has to be really crucial because Akash is a man who does not accept a defeat at all. right? He's a fighter, he's a warrior. We've seen him do that time and again. So today is redemption time. Today is where they're gonna be redeeming themselves, and more important than Akash, I'm kind of excited to see Arvind back in play, because he's also, has been having sort of a gloomy time. But Mufu, all right. So Mufu, another very interesting prospect. We're gonna see, much out of him as well pretty soon in the second game against Arvind. But that apart being said, the first game, two big guns. The chocolate boy of the ISL. Of course, Ashwin has also joined as a contender, but I think Imad still stands to be the true chocolate boy. So, what are your chances? Ashwin, of course, Imad going up against Akash. Who do you think is going to have the better outing today?
Ooh, I mean, very difficult to call because Imad started the year in fabulous form, but that sort of started to tail away just a little bit. Had a couple of humbling defeats, and now he needs to get his form back. And the same with Akash as well. So both Akash especially will feel that he really is due a win, and I just get a sneaking feeling that it might click for him today.
Oh yeah, I really hope so, because both these players. Likewise, even the last time we had an interview with Akash where he was clearly expressive about how unhappy he was with the way the goals were going, and hitting those the balls were hitting the crossbars. But yeah, against Imad, he's got to be tactically sound as well. You can't let this chocolate assassin get by you, because just when you're kind of oogling over, he finds some sort of an opening. But this could be a potential good chance built up by Jamshedpur FC as they're sort of heading in. Vieira passing it on towards Mbappe. He's going to look for that final pass, but not really happening. Himada reading the play miles away, and yeah, intercepts. And now it's his time, rather his chance to make a play, but he messed it up. So possession retained by Jamshedpur FC.
Yeah, and Imad is going to be looking to play on the counter attack. Generally, in the games against the big hitters, sort of you, if you want to say the MVP candidates, he has generally preferred to sit back, soak up the pressure, and soak up the pressure. He must a very good attempt, and again, Akash foiled by the goalkeeper, going across the goal over there. Again, doing all the right things, and well, I guess the silver lining for him is that it was the keeper and not the frame of the goal that denied him. Working that well, it falls rather kindly to Eusebio at the edge of the area. You could see he was trying to queue up that finesse shot with the little chop back, but Imad, wise to what he was doing, he scored a couple of those as well in this tournament so far. So looking for the ball in behind, he does find Eusebio. He loves those balls in behind and goes for the shot, deciding to take the percentage over there and win the corner, and that's what he does. Now the corner taken quickly, ball driven out all the way, and an opportunity now to go for that finesse shot, but straight into the arms of the keeper.
Yeah, and still maintaining his steely demeanor. And this is some sort of a play that again Akash Ash would be kind of anticipating. Now this is where we would sort of need your expertise, Azim. How do you counter those long finesse shots?
You pray mostly, but no, I mean it's about getting players into the face of the opponent as soon as possible. There is a risk to that because if you think that he's committing to the shot and you commit your defender and he just does a shot cancel and a fake, he can make you look rather foolish and just dribble past you and pass to an empty player. So it is a mix of things from those corners. Of course, the players are sort of in default position, so it is a bit more difficult to defend those shots, and that's why we've seen more players trying to work those corner routines. Was a big opportunity for Akash just a little few seconds earlier to get a shot away, but Imad again, we know that he is a very solid defensive player, and we've seen him really explode on a few occasions, getting that massive win. I do believe it was against Saranch, scoring 5 goals against him. No mean feat by any stretch of the imagination. But Akash as well, very formidable opponent, and he's got something to prove. He's got fire in his belly. He knows that things have not been going his way, and suddenly, I think he needs that little bit of luck to fall his way, that little deflection that favors him, that little own goal that might go in off the opposition player. He's just waiting and hoping and praying for a sign from the universe that his luck has changed. And for now, being very patient on the ball,
Yeah.
taking his time, now finds the ball in to Pele, but not quite doing much with it. Again, managing to keep possessions is a very good position for Akash over here. Works the shooting opportunity, bangs it in. No post involved over there. A Terra Virtua super moment of the match right there as Jamshedpur FC and Akash Ash take the lead.
Much needed, I must say, from Akash Ash's side, because this time he finally can bid adieu to his curse of his shots hitting that crossbar. This time he made sure this was a-okay. And that being said, like we said, right, Akash has come to seek revenge of the last encounter. It was a 3-1 win for Imad, and this is a good start for Jamshedpur FC, as they're going to be taking their chances. But now, again, getting back inside, Imad is one of the other fighters that we know of, right? He never backs out. He's always got something going up, right? Now he's going to pull off some tricks off his sleeves, maybe go for his signature long finesse shots with Mbappe. Did want to pass on towards Ronaldo, but yeah, read, well defended, and now again Jamshedpur FC, they're on a counter attack of their own. But I kind of like this sort of a maturity or this sort of a play coming in from Akashas, right? Try to frustrate your opponent, keep the ball on you for so long, and make sure you got your passes right at the right moment. You go in for the kill, and that has sort of been working out, but at least not this time. But still, somehow he's managed to keep possession. Now this is going to be really promising with Ronaldo. He's going to take a shot some point or the other. Little overthought in that attempt on goal,
Yeah.
and kind of
Yeah,
goes away.
yeah, should have taken that shot
Yeah.
first time, and now there should have passed that a little bit earlier. Very acrobatic clearance, but effective as it helps to keep the ball for Northeast United FC, who haven't really threatened. I mean, I can't really recall any shot of goal of note. Maybe just that one shot from an odd angle from Imad, but hasn't been able to create much. We'll be looking to change that. Of course, we've seen him make these comebacks in the past, and using Cruyff, one of his favorites over there, keeper coming out quite interestingly, and manages to keep it on the line, wins the corner.
Oh yeah. And this is going to be interesting. Imad, what can he make out of it? Because it's sort of the last chance before we have the halftime whistle going through. And no, this is one more corner. And we've got to see if he's got any sort of a set routine. And no, Desailly making sure he rescues it. And Pele with Ferdinand. Vieira passing it on towards Cruyff again. Looks for that pass, but Theo Hernandez will thwart this ball out of play. And there you go. The halftime whistle kicking in. And this is where Jamshedpur FC find themselves in a good spot, at least before that halftime. He's managed to score one. But in the second half, it's going to be interesting because we're yet to see that comeback coming in from Northeast United. And this is again promising signs for Akash. At least his curse sort of ended in that one. We do not know if he's going to have his luck continuing with those crossbar hits. But for that goal, crossbar, not an issue.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be pleased with that. Clearly, this hoodie seems to be getting him some luck. I think he should be wearing it every week.
Yeah.
Also, maybe he was getting a little bit jealous having a look at Arvind Mas's style over there with the fancy leather jacket he's been wearing. Also, nice little thumbstick grips that Imad has got over there. You can see he's got the right thumbstick slightly elevated, maybe to make those skill moves a little bit more intuitive, try to get a bit more rotation involved over there. So it's always interesting to know the kind of accessories that these players use as well. But yeah, he's going to need to get all the tricks and the skill moves and the shots out because he is trailing right now, and he will want to get something out of this game because his teammate has not really been in the greatest of form of late. And now getting the fullback forward with Theo Hernandez had the opportunity to pass but did not take it, and Akash comfortably able to read that and start building again now with Pele on that left flank. He has passes available left, right. Will he go right this time with Vieira? Decides to dummy and go back the other way. Allows Imad's defense to get a little bit settled, but it has looked overall in general, even when Akash is not getting near the box, that the likelihood of him scoring and finding that opportunity seems to be much higher than Imad for this game.
Oh yeah, with the way Imad has been playing, looks good. But this could be another chance where Akash could have tried to make something out of it. But it's all right. It's all right. One goal lead is nothing for Imad at any single point. He's gonna just score an equalizer and get things leveled up. But then again, you're sort of missing that little spark from Imad today. He's been vying, looking for that opportunity. Finally, a good pass, Ronaldo towards Mbappe. With Cruyff, he's got to make some room on that right wing. Realize that he has not got his right backs up. But then again, Cafu well with the read and has given it away towards Mbappe, who's now going to use his pace to get really ahead. He's trying to create a chance, but Pele fighting for it out of every player. And somehow, Northeast United FC get to see the greener side, but yet to score.
Yeah, and we do see that from the start of the game, we have seen Imad attacking using only one fullback, so he has got Theo Hernandez forward routinely. That's clearly was going for a finesse shot over there, but got the time finish all wrong. And of course, they look quite horrible when you get them wrong. Also, may have been a slight deflection on the shot, which didn't help his cause. Now Akash getting forward again. Plenty of opportunities for him to get forward, particularly when he moves it quickly as he did for the first goal, because of course Imad, as mentioned, is attacking using one of his fullbacks, so that does leave him just slightly light on defense when he's counter-attacking. And I'm sure if it stays like this for the next 10 or 15 minutes, we will see that second fullback getting involved as well in Cafu. But for now, he's got Cruyff in there. Had the opportunity to pass to Mbappe, decided not to. Foul off the ball on Mbappe over there. Now with Gullit goes for the finesse shot, but Akash sort of saw it coming, had a player in there. Does well to keep that with Theo Hernandez over there. Now, very, very tight spaces to work in for Imad. He's going to take something special. Does a little turn over there, nutmegged his defender, but unfortunately a second defender right there. And now Akash can come forward and we see a pause cued. It does look like it's time for plan B for Imad.
Oh, yeah.
But will it be too late?
What?
Will it be too late? He's run straight through. Akash, will he hit the post this time? Oh my god, keeper dives over there and he can't do it. He can't do it.
Oh, this is gonna hurt him, right? The pressure, clearly speaking volumes over there. And imagine conceding a goal out of this one. He would not be happy with himself, but he literally had a good chance, and there you can see, not really happy with himself. I think something happened with his controller. Maybe if he wins the game, we could get a chance to ask that to him. But Mufu, the brains behind Northeast United FC, kind of giving his own little tips and tricks for Imad to make things work out. But yeah, Akash not really satisfied. This should have been a goal.
Oh, definitely should have been. I mean, the acres of space he had, and that just really shows you the fact that he's just not able to take those shots because he's like, what if the keeper saves it? What if it hits the post? What if all those things that have constantly happened to me start happening again? He is fortunate over here that this ball did fall to him for a throw. And triple change at the top of the field. We see Neymar, Ibrahimovic, and Messi brought on by Northeast United FC and Imad. So he's going for the big guns. We see Zlatan brought on for Jamshedpur FC as well. A foul off the ball. Advantage played, so no harm done. And now it is going to be all-out attack from Imad. He has to try and get that one goal. If he were to get a draw, wouldn't be the worst result in the world for him. But of course, Jamshedpur FC, there you go, with Zlatan. Finds Mbappe, has to shoot, does not shoot. And then the ball is lost. And you can see, he's just reluctant to take that shot unless it's 100% certain that the shot's going to get away. And now, getting that second fullback forward, he does have Cafu forward. He does find Messi. This is the position he likes to be in, but couldn't get onto that left foot. Ball given straight back to him, though. It is now Ronaldo in the box. Again falls to him. All the second balls seem to be going the way of Northeast United FC. There are plenty of players in forward areas. And now it's up to Imad to try and make that position. Even his centre-back's getting involved. There's literally nobody back to defend. He has to make this count because if he gets countered, could be over. Gets the shot away, shot saved. and it is a corner kick.
Oh, by the whiskers, I must tell you, because it's just 9 more minutes remaining. And well, he's gonna, getting Messi up. You are definitely gonna be anticipating that long finesse shot. He goes for it, not enough power and not enough direction at it. And Theo Hernandez will just pass it back and changing the course of play. And all Akash Ash has got to do is keep his nerves alive, right? With Mbappe pushing in from the right wing, he's gonna look for a pass, maybe a cross, maybe something. Instead, goes on towards giving it away towards Vieira. Gullit now making sure he can hog on the ball a little bit longer. The intention, however, is to keep that final attack on Jamshedpur FC. But Northeast United FC, they've sort of been relentless. They've been wanting the ball a lot, and they've been maintaining a lot of possession, especially during those dying hours. They have done so well.
Yeah, they do need another late show right now from Imad. Let's see. A huge opportunity to pass in there, but not taken. Neymar, a great run made, but was not found. It was offside there in that case if he had found him in any case. And now, this is it. He has to press high and win that ball up as soon as possible. Got to press the goalkeeper as well. Gets that ball clear. And now at the 90-minute mark, Zlatan over there contesting the ball with Cafu. Just a minute to see out for Akash. And yeah, surely that's done now. It's game over. Akash will get the win over here, surely, unless the referee is allowing it. And we're at 1 minute 47. But finally, oh my goodness, if that had been allowed to go on, that would have been very controversial. Thankfully, we avoided. And there you go. It is 1-0. A very, very tight encounter. Northeast United FC, unfortunately for them, not getting the result they needed. But Akash managing to exercise his demons a little bit, getting just that one goal and only the one goal that he needed.
Oh yeah, just the one goal would suffice because this has put them in the driver's seat, right? Especially, and you can see now Arvind Mas, he's just ready to go. So much going on in our heads over there. Akash has had so many chances. I think could have been clearly a 3-0. And even so as for Imad, he kind of looked a little lackluster today. We're gonna see some more out of him. But there you go. Akash Ash trying to justify why all those goals sort of did not go in, because I really want to get on a conversation with him, which is going to happen pretty soon. But before that, here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 1-0 victory for Akash Ash. Revenge has finally been taken. He's managed to redeem himself, not the way he wanted to, but it's fine. It's fine as long as he's getting those wins for his team. That is something that he can live with. Now it has all gone down to Mufu and Arvind Mas. But as we take a look at the highlights, this goal, this potentially has a chance, to be a Terra Virtua Super moment of the day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Very, very well worked. Got that turn exactly as he needed to. Then the step overs and then the shot into the corner. Very, very cagey match. You can see both teams with below 1 expected goals over there. And Imad taking a lot of shots which were mostly blocked, you would have to say. 2 saved by the keeper. But you can see with the quality of shots, even with 7 shots and expected goals of 0.2, so not really getting into any major possessions, and did a lot of passing, but somehow had less of the ball. So not a great game for Imad, and now he's going to be hoping for his teammate to try and bail him out. Mufu has not been in the greatest of form over the last few weeks. I don't think he's won an individual game in a couple of weeks now. And he would have been watching and learning and adapting to the game as well. And he'll be hoping to get his team out of jail and force this to game 3.
Oh yeah, I think that exactly what should be their intention right now. The kind of a place that they are in. Because if Mufu cannot manage to rescue them, this also could be really demeaning, but it's fine. I think we did take a look at the leaderboards. They still had a few games to go, right? But now I think the voice in my head does say that we do have Akash waiting for us in the studio. And as we head in, so Akash, finally, congratulations. We're getting to see more often from you. But the win coming out, not in a manner that you really expected.
Certainly not. Like I felt the game was like really slow. Like we need to. I had to switch my pace up. Like I need to have the ball more and wait for my chances to to capitalize.
Yeah, so you had the one big opportunity where you were through on goal. What happened over there? How did you manage to
I
not
mean,
score?
I I did a player lock at first. For some reason, like it got registered twice, and once again I came back. Like I reverted back to my own player, and once again it got like registered twice. So like I couldn't do anything over there.
We were sort of hope actually thinking that could be some controller issues because you were making those indications. But
Yeah,
regardless, Akash, again, this is not the end of the road, right? You still have two more
exactly.
matches to go with Arvind against Mufu. Last time you guys had face to feet, but this time do you have some secret plans?
Uh, we never had a plan actually. We just play on our instinct, but we know like I'm sure like Mars will clutch up. Like he's so desperate for win, like he'll get it.
Well, good luck to the both of you for the games
Yeah.
coming up. It's going to be very, very tight and a big battle for that top four space. So all the best.
Thanks a
Cheers.
lot, guys.
Cheers, buddy. So yeah, there we have it. So a little bit of controller issues is what he claims, but yeah, this is a part and of it's a part and parcel of the game, right? This is what happens when you enter into FIFA. Sometimes you want to take shots in a certain way, and doesn't really work out for you. But here we have Arvind Mas. It feels happy to see him smiling, considering his little low form lately, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get back to it. He's gonna get back to all the fans that have been waiting for his win. But it's not gonna be easy because it's against the mastermind Mufu Burani, who has been such an amazing player. But one of the players who relies a lot on his defense and those pocket clutches that he comes out. Some sort of a play that really works out for him. It's going to be a really interesting time.
Yeah, it's usually difficult to know what kind of game Mufu is going to play because he wants to do things that are different. He wants to do things that are unpredictable. And there we see, of course, back with his trademark Ronaldinho. So front three, it does look like of Ronaldinho, Ronaldo. It does look like there's Pele in there, and maybe a Neymar on one flank as well. No, it does look like he started with Messi. So Carlos Alberto does have Zidane in midfield as well. So of course he seems to have a fairly different meta. Chooses to play with his childhood heroes in the team rather than just simply the best players for the game meta. And we always like to see that. We did see that earlier in the day with Ankit Gupta picking Eric Cantona as his favorite player, which we found out in the last game, and makes complete sense because. It's a fun fact about Eric Cantona that he retired when he was absolutely at the top of his game and decided to start playing futsal for the French team. So clearly, him considering himself also a slightly casual player, but nothing casual about this game right now. It's a must-win really for Mufu if he wants to get Northeast United FC back into that top four. But there we
Oh,
go, Mas
no way!
brilliantly worked and low-driven shot into the bottom corner, but pulled out by the goalkeeper. The ball in towards Maldini, goes for the header, got the time finish right, but unfortunately, well, he's got the ball straight back. Maldini over there, very surprised to get it back. And now, the composure on the ball, excellent from Arvind to just keep that, not do anything hasty, not do anything stupid and lose the ball. Very, very smart play from Arvind. And can he reward himself now for that smartness with a goal? Again, just a little bit of the rub of the green favoring him over there. It looked like Mufu had won that tackle, but the ball staying with Jamshedpur FC. And now 1v1, but a big, big block from Mufu. Could that be a huge, huge moment as he tries to counter attack and maybe he can capitalize?
I mean, this is such a good start for Arvind, especially that little dip in his form that we are witnessing. Such a commanding presence he's made. And Mufu sure has to be on his toes every single time. But look at Mufu go. Just when he was, trying to dribble past with Pele, he was stopped right on the tracks. And this is something really different that I'm witnessing from Arvind. A completely different style of play, going so aggressive, so attacking. Not giving a lot of chance. He's been making those passes, especially his hold, his control over that ball. Is to be something that I really need to admire at this point. The kind of plays he's been making, giving it away towards Ronaldo. A lot of players, of course, in those red jerseys, just was going, trying to give it away towards Pele, but intercepted, came in. But regardless, the way this game has been going on. So again, Pele receiving it towards Vieira. I think the go-to strat for Jamshedpur FC would, of course, be to keep as much position as they can and try to frustrate Mufu. And once they get that opportunity, go and score.
Yeah, with Mufu, of course, he's very well set on defense. Of course, the reason why Arvind gets so much space now to really pass the ball and control the game is that Mufu likes to sit and defend fairly deep. But of course, you are inviting that much pressure. Yes, he's confident in his defense, but it's not good enough. As Arvind, it's the mass effect. It is 1-0, another potential Teravacha moment of the match as Jamshedpur FC, for the second time in this game, take the lead. And now it's going to be an uphill task because scoring goals generally not been Mufu's strength in the ISL.
Oh yeah, I mean he's one of those players who's so defensively gifted, right? He loves to play on those counter attacks, but this is again one of those let goes, giveaways, and Arvind Mas, takes it in style, goes in for the score, and Jamshedpur FC again a quick early lead. Now the question still remains: when are we going to see an equalizer from Mufu, or are we going to see it at all? Because it was such a tough time for Imad, and Arvind Shaw has made his life hell over here. But with Ronaldo was going in, was looking good, but lacked a little bit of pace, which has been capitalized upon with Mbappe from Jamshedpur FC just steering through that right wing. What a beautiful welcome post play. It's feeling like we're seeing a completely different version of
Oh,
Arvind. Wow.
yeah, absolutely sold him a dummy over there. Goes for the nutmeg shot at the near post. You absolute beauty. Brilliantly worked by Arvind. Just worked that so well. And then the confidence. And this is what we keep mentioning. You know what? Sometimes the angle may not be ideal, but you just gotta take a chance and take that shot. And if you get your time finish and the power right, there is no stopping it. And there was no stopping him. And is there any stopping Jamshedpur FC right now? Because they look like they are back in form just at the right time as this league stage enters its final legs. And now this is exactly the kind of form they want to be in, and it's not quite happening for Mofu. He needs a goal ASAP. Will it come from Ronaldinho? Again, not taking the shot, waiting to get it onto the stronger foot. And as Arvind has shown, not necessarily something you need to do if you can just get the shot away effectively.
Oh yeah, and again, Jamshedpur FC with this goal up, I think their chances of securing these 3 points have gotten so much brighter, because I was kind of initially a little scared for them because Arvind, like I said, was not at the best of his form. But this could be the third one with Pele just crushing it through, but Desali making sure that he was there. Very crucial tackle at the right moment, gets the ball away. But after that, this has been sort of the problem, right, for Northeast United FC. They've been making those counter attacks, but nothing fruitful coming out of it, just to give the ball away again.
Yeah, well, it's not really happening for Mufu. It does feel like it's sort of the same old story for him as it has been for the last 2 or 3 games for Northeast United FC. And this could be curtains if he gets this away. It didn't quite time that finish as well this time, and the keeper is, of course, able to save at the near post. And it's been all one-way traffic, you would have to say, in this game for Jamshedpur FC. Has not given a sniff to Mufu of any kind of chance. He's just absolutely dominated, winning that ball back high up the pitch. And this is the Arvind we saw at the start of the tournament. He's found his form, he's found his mojo again. And for Mufu, it's just not happening at all. He needs to completely rethink his approach to this game for the second half, because at the moment he's really being completely dominated. No shots at all in that game, and he really has to do something about his attack.
Oh, he certainly has to, because if this keeps on going, I'm pretty sure he's gonna concede a few more. And Arvind, wow, what play today! Because you completely see a different version of him, and this is exactly how you would want your players to play. Sort of takes you back towards maybe Ashwin. You remember when Mumbai City FC, they kind of made that comeback in, and Ashwin just was playing out of the world. And this is sort of a similar state, I must say. Ashwin scored a lot more goals, but still, the second half is due. And this is all that anger that has been seeping inside of him for so long. It's kind of leaking around here and there. And, sadly, Mufu has got to bear with the brunt of it.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that both these boys were due a win, and somebody would be at the receiving end. It wasn't so bad for Ima, just a 1-0. But I mean, if Mufu doesn't pick this up soon, he could be looking at a 3 or 4-0, because of course he's going to be attacking and throwing players forward now, and that's going to leave even more gaps. Goes for a finish shot, but wildly off target. And really, that's what he's been limited to. I mean, he's really been trying to just score from range, and I don't think that's an approach that is sustainable. Yes, you can have a few games where all of those goals fly in into the top corner and you look like an absolute hero. But if you're not playing more practical football, and if you're just playing sort of trying to score Hollywood goals, it's not sustainable. And there you go again, Arvind doing all the right things. Again, the composure, keeping that ball beautifully with Eusebio, brilliantly worked. Another potential Teravacho hero moment of the match, where it's just been heroic from Arvind so far.
Yeah.
He's just he's been so good, and Mufu absolutely falling apart. This could actually end up being a massive scoreline if it continues like this. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to 4 or 5 nil.
Yeah, I think this is sort of lights out right now for Mufu, right? He all he has got to do is try and not concede any more, because we've seen him, make still those defensive plays. He's been good in that area, but today Jamshedpur FC, they had a lot to prove today. They had to get their revenge. I think finally they've managed to get it, but attackingly, it was such an important day for Arvin to finally get on board. Now, I'm pretty sure that after winning this game, doesn't matter what the outcome is for the co-op game, they still have secured those 3 points. We will get a chance to talk to Arvind, and I've been waiting for this moment for such a long time, right? Arvind clearly has made that comeback today, and for his fans, everyone's going to be so happy and elated with how he's been playing today. A picture perfect football that he would want to play, but there you go, looking for that cutback through that right wing. Instead, wanted to pass it towards Ronaldo, but well dealt by Mufu.
Yeah, dealt with it well enough, but unfortunately he failed to deal with the previous 3 goals. And now, what does he have in his locker? Can he find a goal? Nope, not this time. Again, Arvind dealing with it very, very easily. A very one-dimensional approach today, you would have to say, from Mufu in terms of the build-up. He has tried fancy things while he's been in goal-scoring positions. And again, Arvind, the composure there is absolutely brilliant. What a goal that is! Arvind is absolutely battering Northeast United FC over here. It is 4-0. It is an absolute battering, and Arvind, he's been waiting for this day, and finally it's here. He is absolutely on top form.
Oh yeah, there's no stopping this man today. And if there was an option for a forfeit, I'm pretty sure Mufu would have opted for that, because these goals are gonna keep coming in, and every single time he does that, it's kind of destroying a part of Mufu's confidence, right? Exactly, because what does he need to do? And Mufu is one of the best defensive players that we have in the ISL, and Arvind is making it look like as if it's a child's walk in the park. So clearly, just bullying Northeast United FC over here. And Arvin, I don't think he's going to stop at this one, right? 65 minutes got passed by, 4-0 up. He's definitely going to look for the fifth.
Oh, for sure. And obviously, there's going to be plenty of gaps. We do see now the familiar Maradona and Zlatan on as well. Again, doing those unnecessary tricks. I mean, it's great to do that when you're 2 goals up, but at this moment, you need to be playing the simple passes and trying to get into goal scoring opportunities. And Mufu really, really hasn't done that. So I would have to say, as much as Arvind has played really, really well today, it's been a pretty poor performance, particularly in the attacking department from Mufu. And he'll be hoping now to get at least 1 goal back, and there can't quite do it. And on the counter attack again, lots of players, lots of bodies bombing forward, and he can afford to send those bodies forward now, because even if he concedes 1 goal or two, won't quite matter to him. Now Neymar getting into the box, taking the shot again, very low percentage shot over there, taking the shot from outside the box, trying to score that spectacular goal, and it's just not working. And now on the counter attack, it is pretty much 2 versus 5 at this time. But support is going to arrive as Theo Hernandez bombs forward on that right flank. His clone playing for the other team manages to catch up to him. Probably the only player who could catch up to him. And again, trying bridges over there in your own half. just not workable for Mufu. It does feel almost that he's given up on this game and now he's just trying to try things for the heck of it, because Arvind has been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, and again had the potential there to slide in Ronaldo for that fifth. Not quite able to do that, and now Mufu will, of course, have more gaps available for attack because Arvind is not particularly concerned about defending at this moment, although he does a very good job at pressing. And huge opportunity coming here. Offside was Pele, but played smartly to Mbappe. Will there be a cutback coming in at some point? It does. And oh,
Oh,
brilliant
no,
turn. Sits down the
no.
keeper, but can't quite get the shot away. I thought he might have gone for a chip there.
Yeah, even I was starting to speculate. And had that been a goal, that would have been the end of things, right? He would have definitely done him dirty there. But again, Pele, he's going to make a move and will, of course, want to look for that pass. Does not manage to, but still keeps the ball with him. Vieira. Again, we'll give it away. It's Gullit. I mean, this is where you're going to start feeling a little bit overwhelmed and take the shot from over there. But no, still, with Ronaldo, is going to try and enter through. But Yashin gets his hands on the ball really quickly. But it's just 6 minutes and it's 4-0. I don't think Northeast United FC stand any chance. But maybe a consolation late goal could at least keep their morals high because they still have one more game to go.
Yeah, well, they do have a game to go, but unfortunately, the 3 points are going. Well, unfortunately for Northeast United FC, I should say, the 3 points are going the way of the men from the lovely city of Jamshedpur, looking to find that fifth goal and see if they can really rub salt into those wounds. I think he might just do that over here. Oh no, it's an offside.
Oh yeah, it is indeed, and it's all right, right? It's something that is not gonna bug him a lot because the way Arvind has played today has been nothing short of a spectacle, right? This is exactly how you would want to gain your form back, get inside the league because it's getting so interesting. And there you go, the final whistle being blown, and it's a 4-0 victory for Arvind Mas, just the way he sort of had wanted to get. And this is gonna keep getting better because now there you have it. So Jamshedpur FC have managed to win this entire tie. They've gotten secured themselves those 3 important points, much needed, I must say.
Yeah, and of course they have to now. That gets them back into the mix for that top four battle. And what a battle we have going on! I mean, you just look at those teams, and it's so. As we look at the scorecard over here, so far it's whitewashed. Really, not even a goal scored for either player, and probably a total expected goals of less than one across both matches combined for Northeast United FC. So a big dent to their hopes. Of course, they have games in hand where they can come back. But before we get into the co-op, I mean, just what an incredible battle we have going on for this top four now. If you look at it, and it is going to be heartbreaking for some of the teams because you look at Chennai FC, FC Goa, Mumbai City FC, SC East Bengal, Jamshedpur FC, Northeast United FC, uh, Bengaluru FC. All these guys part of the mix, and only four teams make it through. So it's just going to be so heartbreaking by the end of it that so many teams that have been so good throughout this tournament are just going to be dumped out. But that's the level of competition we're watching.
Yeah, you just can't settle with being good, right? You have to be the very best to make sure you crown yourselves as the champions of the first season of the eISL. I'm pretty sure this win was so important, and you can look how it meant to them, how much it mattered. And I think we saw an overall a very good display from Arvind's side, and really could not be equally reciprocated from Mufu because like we said, and I saw him a little loose today. Could have definitely done better, but it's something not to really scoff about because he still has a few more games to catch up with, right? Jamshedpur
Yep.
FC after this, I think they would be done with 14 games, and Northeast United still in contention, still in the mix with two less games played. So again, we will have this match started up, the co-op game between these two beautiful teams. But yeah, I don't think so. This is where this is the moment, right? So one of those teams that does not in those co-op games doesn't really flinch from going YOLO, right? We've seen those
Yeah, yeah.
picks coming in. I'm pretty sure we're gonna still have the Ronaldinho, maybe John Shelby if Fufu likes it, because that's again his choice. But he's not gonna be extremely happy with himself. But for all you viewers out there, we've got a free NFT from Terra Virtua worth $19.99 waiting for you. All you've got to do is just sign up. Head on to www.terravirtua.io/eisl and have your hands on this. And this is the Northeast United jersey in pure red, and something that has really bagged your attention, Azim.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams in red jerseys look absolutely fabulous. So please do go check it out. There's also team trading cards and other virtual mascots available. So lots of fun stuff to do over there. But speaking of fun, maybe Northeast United FC will be trying to have a little bit of fun in this game. Generally, it's been the opposite situation for them, where they've won their two individual matches and then had fun in co-op. But obviously, maybe Jamshedpur FC might try to have a bit of fun. We see some laughs over there. Let's see what they have in store for us. And the Rubik's Cube is back
Yeah.
for Imad. Of course, not quite able to solve the puzzle that Akash Ash posed to him today. So it's been a difficult time for Northeast United FC, and they'll be hoping to get back to winning ways very soon. And they've been out of the studio for a few games as well, so maybe that little bit of rust for them. Not quite able to match up to Jamshedpur FC, who have been quite active in the last week. So it's, well, the 3 points are in the bag for Jamshedpur FC, and now it's about bragging rights. And of course, for Akash Ash, still very much in contention for that MVP slot. So if he can go out and score a few goals, there's of course that 4 lakh rupees and his personalized NFT that is also on the line for him.
Oh yeah, that is something that he would love to have his hands upon, right? Every single player in the eISL would love to get their hands upon. But yeah, finally, smiles for the Jamshedpur FC boys out there, as they know they've got that 3 points in the bag. All they've got to do is just play this game for fun. And maybe try and win this one out, because for Jamshedpur FC, I think it's going to be important, because the way this top four battle is ensuing, it will definitely come down to those third matches, those extra games that they've won. So I think this is one of those games where Jamshedpur FC might treat it really seriously.
Yeah, absolutely, and they have to, because they are the team that's trailing a little bit. Of course, they're all having a few laughs about it. By now, I think all these players would, having been together in this bio bubble for a couple of months, they would all be pals and chums with each other. Because I'm sure all of them get sick of just hanging out with their teammates. They want to go and hang out with people from other teams as well. So all good friends. It's all good fun between the lot of them. And now it's the fun will continue, I would imagine, for this game. Let's see what kind of strange lineups we have. I do spot what looks like a Luis Suarez
What?
on the right flank. I could be wrong, but I'm sure we'll find out. We see Maldini at the back, Gullit over there, Pele, and it's a Garincha. Well, from a distance, it looked like a Luis Suarez with the number 7, but not quite. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Where was all this fancy footwork in the first game when they needed it? They get a corner early on to Northeast United FC, and let's see if they can capitalize.
Oh yeah, we've got to see that, and right off the bat, they've been looking really explosive. And what? Am I right?
Header from the back of the head from Gullit, back of the hair almost.
बस यही रह गया
Still
था.
generating power.
I mean, has that been done before? It's a backwards header. That's an
Well,
interesting.
actually, it has been done before. There are a couple of players. I think Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, who used to play for Manchester
Yeah.
United, was known for that. But yeah, it is something that has become popular. And now going for the shots, really, really aggressive in attack. A brilliant nutmeg over there, trying to get the shot away. Where was this Northeast United FC for the first two games? They've attacked more in the first 8 minutes of this game than they have for 180 minutes of their first two games.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is exactly the kind of a play. This is exactly what you would be expecting from their side. But regardless, it's fine, right? This is something they can live with. Like we've said, they still have two more games extra to try and overcome Jamshedpur FC. But for now, Jamshedpur FC, they're all going to be in smiles because they've clearly won their game. It's already 3 points guaranteed to them, nothing taking away. But again, for pride and for those important points, maybe which could be the decider for them. That is what the co-op game is all about.
Yeah, and they will try to get obviously deny Jamshedpur FC as much as they can, because I mean it is very possible that final top four spot could be contested by these two teams. So they need to be giving nothing for free, particularly to each other, because they are just so closely matched in the league table. Of course, Jamshedpur FC, having played a few more games, now can hold a slight advantage. And we do see now the flicks and tricks. That's clearly Mufu on the ball, doing all the fancy footwork with Zlatan. But amounting to nothing over there. Xavi, also one of the midfielders over there. Ronaldinho trying to trick his way through the middle of the box. Again, not quite working out. And that a similar story, you would have to say, across these three games continues, where Northeast United FC not able to get a shot away. And Jamshedpur FC now happy to just play on the counter attack. Goes for the finish shot, but not quite able to find the cause.
Yeah, and it's perfectly fine, right? This is sort of here to have fun and get long. But yeah, 20 minutes gone past by both. I think it has much more of been a Northeast United FC half because they've been creating multiple chances. But yeah, few chances coming in from Jamshedpur FC as well. But yeah, we are witnessing a few new players coming in this time with Ibrahimovic, however, through the right wing, not really getting the pace, but still maintaining that physical prowess as Ibrahimovic, maintaining possession with giving it away to its Garincha, but still nothing changes as Pele will keep the possession on for his side with Ronaldinho. Not a lot of tricks, just goes for an easy pass to its Martini with Ibrahimovic, has to take
Oh,
that
yes.
shot, and there you go. Northeast United FC finding an opening, and it's 1-0.
Yes, Sue, says Zlatan Ibrahimovic, doing the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration over there. And Northeast United FC have to be wondering where this form and where this attacking flair was for those first two games. Is it a case of just Jamshedpur FC switching off, or is it Northeast United FC just switching on too late? Because again, the individual flair very much on display over here, but unfortunately for them, too little too late. Yes, of course, games won and goal difference could be significant, and there is plenty of catching up for them to do, particularly in the goal scored department on Jamshedpur FC. So this is a small step along the way. They'll be hoping to score a few more goals in this game, but I'm sure Jamshedpur FC won't be making that task easy for them, as again a cheap giveaway, which has been the theme for Northeast United FC throughout this game.
Oh yeah.
And Jamshedpur FC will take their time, no great urgency. They'll take their time, try out a few new tactics. They're using Xavi as well, so maybe it's something that was discussed by both sets of players before, saying, okay, both of us won't have Zidane in midfield. We'll both use Xavi, and let's see how it goes. Getting into the box now, sitting there with an opportunity to try and make that pass, and it's a good pass as well. Now it's Ronaldo trying to get in, but well defended.
Oh yeah, and that has been a good start for Northeast United, and Jamshedpur FC would not want to be left behind, right? They would want to have a clean sweep today, win all their games, and get on. But it's fine. It's an offside. 34 minutes passed by, and that early goal coming in from Zlatan Ibrahimovic, of course. Northeast United FC, they're going to be happy with how they created the chance. Clearly, this sort of a spark that was missing early on, and it feels good to have these players enjoying their FIFA. And I'm telling you, that has to be Mufu.
Yeah, that has to be movie. There's no question about it. And perfectly executed rainbow kick over there, but to no avail. And as I said, I mean, all of those tricks and flicks look really nice for the cameras, but if you end up conceding a goal just after that, it doesn't really do much good. When you have the lead, of course, you can afford to do those things. Those are the kind of things that tend to annoy and frustrate the opposition, particularly if they're chasing the game and they get beaten by and done so badly by a skill move. So great tactics for when you're two or three goals up. Oh, there you go again. I mean, it's great entertainment for us. And of course, this match is about surely not going in. Oh,
All
Casillas had to tip that over still.
Yeah, and that had to be a must. So clearly, I mean, now you can figure out who's who when Northeast United FC is playing again. Little overbend, going for that finesse shot, but missing it by miles over there. But now, again, coming back, it's just that 1 minute remaining into the first half whistle. But yeah, before that, Northeast United FC would not want to concede a goal, and they've still managed to hold on as Jamshedpur FC. It's gone out for a corner, and Shafi, he's going to pass it towards Mbappe. That's a quick pass on towards Deseli. Not really the right player you would want to dribble like that with. And there you go. Just thwarted the ball out of the play, and the halftime whistle gets blown. And here we are, the Northeast United FC. After 45 minutes, just that one goal lead for them.
Yeah, they've been the dominant team in this game, and that's something generally that we've come to expect when one team wins both the individual games. It is typically almost half the time it is the team that lost the first two games that goes on and wins the co-op game because the pressure's off. They just try to have a bit of fun. Again, the Rubik's cube. My God, how long is it going to take? Okay, no, not enough time for the Rubik's cube. I think he'll be
Oh, it
annoyed about
started.
that. I think, guys, come on, cube karne do yaar. What is this?
Yeah.
I thought we were friends. And well, it's Ronaldinho on for Northeast for Jamshedpur FC as well. So trying to go completely like for like against their opponents. Let's see if that has any impact. Also, maybe trying to just try out the player and see if there's any potential for future matches. Where of course they're going to come now thick and fast for both teams. As we see, Jamshedpur FC getting in behind with Ronaldinho. This would be salt to the wounds if Jamshedpur FC managed to score with Ronaldinho. In fact, Ronaldinho just gets in the way of his shot over there, which may well have been going in. And Northeast United FC now, well, enjoying themselves as we see Maldini going on an adventurous run up to centre forward. Clearly, even he's got the brief that, okay, guys, it doesn't matter, we're just having fun. And Xavi having to fill in at centre half.
Yeah, and all for all you viewers out there, we've told you time and again, you can get yourselves this animated team mascot. No, goes by the name Beeflect, for $19.99, and that's free for you guys. All you've got to do is sign up at terravirtua.io/ISL, and Ronaldinho. All right, I mean, the way they've been playing around Ronaldinho, that's interesting because both the sides have opted for it. But regardless, Jamshedpur FC have been looking a little deadly in that second half. Creating few chances. Getting really attacking, and this is a good chance with Pele. They've got to score, but no. Again, overthinking, and a little smile from Arvin's face saying that oops, he messed up.
Yeah, I think he was a little too close to the keeper for that power shot to work. Maybe a little finesse would have worked. Beautiful finesse on that. What a lovely cross. Another contender for the Terra Virtua super moment of the match. Beautifully worked goal over there. Just lovely through ball over there. And then having the presence of mind to pick
Wow.
out his teammate, volley into the corner. No questions asked. And it is the equalizer. It is 1-1. Jamshedpur FC not going out, not giving up their clean sweep without a fight.
Oh yes, and this is exactly good signs for Jamshedpur FC. Clearly, the teamwork visible over there. They knew exactly what they wanted. They went for it. They managed to get it. And now, Northeast United FC, they've again got to play the catch-up game. They're gonna score that one extra goal, and this could be really quick with this cross. But Cafu was right there for the interception, and with Mbappe, they're gonna pace in through that right wing. Ronaldo, that has to be one of those crafty passes. Pele, he's onside. He's taken that shot, but through the keeper's gloves, it passes out for a corner.
Yeah, I think he'll be disappointed he couldn't do more with that chance. Now using Xavi over there, baiting two defenders. That's brilliantly worked with Mbappe. Almost a wonderful setup over there, but unfortunately, one touch too many. Now with Garincha again, Mufu trying these strange things in the middle of the park where they're absolutely not needed. And well, will we see now Jamshedpur FC being let back into this game? Almost a perfect through ball to find the striker in the box over there, but not quite working out. And now Northeast United FC again have to keep attacking. They've had chances, plenty of chances, in fact, to try and put this game to bed. And again, just opting for those sort of low percentage meta kind of shots, those long range finesse shots, which of course can be effective, but not always. You're not always guaranteed the kind of success you'd get if you just had a good shooting angle on goal that you had worked with a little bit more patience. And that really has been the problem for Northeast United FC today. I think a general lack of patience in attack. They've tried to do things too quickly, too directly. Imad, of course, kept a fair amount of the ball, but was, I think, defended very well by Akash. And just the one goal over there. But Mufu really, really exposed by Arvind Masi, would have to say, in that in game two.
Oh yeah, you know, Harvin took Mufu for a ride, definitely in that matchup. But yeah, it's been sort of a back and forth affair. Both these teams going at each other. Ronaldo, we thought he's offside. Is he?
Yeah, I think Ronaldinho there was offside,
Yeah.
and yeah, just having a bit of laugh about that as well. Fancy little see-through controller that Arvind is spotting over there. Lots of nice equipment these guys have. I think along with NFTs, they should also start their own line of
Controllers.
accessory
Yeah.
merch for the controllers and the consoles. Looks pretty slick. And it was offside over there, so the ball will be with Northeast United FC. Changes being made. Maradona coming on again. And in place of Pele, interestingly enough. And now the long ball played in behind using Neymar Jr. Again, the preference to play with their favorite players, not necessarily a good thing. Oh, beautifully worked over there. Oh, that is outstanding. What a great goal that is. Using Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the skills and the shot across goal again. 2-1 it is. Northeast United FC back in control of this game. But unfortunately, not going to walk away with anything from the match because the 3 points have already gone to Jamshedpur FC. But a nice consolation nonetheless.
Yeah, and it's still not over, right? It's still not over. Anything can possibly happen. We still have a few more minutes to go, and yeah, like little cheeky smile, and he gets a pause. He gets back at his Rubik's cube. All right, he always tends to do something like that, and Emad, he's just clearly frustrated, right? He's got nothing to get out of this game. He's like, guys, I mean, I might as well play my Rubik's cube that finished this matchup. Or maybe he
Yeah.
can try something else, maybe try solving his Rubik's Cube and still play FIFA competitively. You never know, it could be a
Yeah.
record.
Oh, and it's Adama Traore who's been brought on
Ooh, new
for.
signings.
Yeah, we do have maybe one of the gag players, but also very effective with the pace. But I mean, when you have the likes of Vinicius available to you, usually you wouldn't be going for an Adama Traore, and they're trying desperately to get the ball to him. Of course, Adama Traore. A fun fact about him, for those of you who follow, of course, 442 on the 442 channel. One of the fun facts about Adama Traore is that he actually applies baby oil to his arms
Yeah.
so that defenders are not able to catch him as he runs past them. So, of course, a big gag on the 442 show. Maybe a small tribute to that. Who knows? Or maybe just their own inside gag. I guess we'll never know. And we see now Northeast United FC, have they made any further changes? It does look like it's just the Neymar and the Maradona who are on. Good at keeping the ball, plenty of space for Maradona, but found a little too late in that instance. And Adama Traore, of course, who has recently moved on loan to Barcelona, so no longer part of Wolverhampton Wanderers. And big opportunity here with Theo Hernandez. Will he go for it? There you go, the chop back finish, and immediately aware of that. I think all players now have suddenly become aware of the fact that they have to stop that shot, particularly when the player is just on the corner of that D. Seems to be when it's most effective. And speaking of effective, bang, there you go, into the corner. No post, no crossbar, no nonsense. It is 2-all. Jamshedpur FC grab that second goal and they will not go away quietly.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, right? We still had a few minutes ready to go, and just when we thought that this game was over, a beautiful, beautiful finish coming in from Ronaldo and from the boys from Jamshedpur FC. They've leveled up on the scores, and two more minutes, and we are supposed to find who gets the winner over here. But that being said, has been such a wonderful evening for Jamshedpur FC and their fans, right? Finally, a clean victory for them. They're going to be happy with this draw. That they don't mind settling for a win. It's fine. I mean, it's difficult to get it, but yeah. 2 minutes of stoppage time, out of which one has already been done, and this could be the last potential chance where Northeast United FC will be looking for a winner with Maradona. They are pressing through. They have to look for that successful pass, and with this intercepted, and there you go. Xavi putting the ball out of play. The final whistle blowing out, and Jamshedpur FC managed to hold Northeast United FC with a draw in that third game, but overall, they've managed to secure those important 3 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And moving up the table are Jamshedpur FC, hopeful still of being able to get that top four spot. Of course, they were just a month ago sitting nice and pretty at the top of the table, and suddenly a huge slump in form, going 3 or 4 games without winning, and that's really set them back quite a lot. Particularly given the consistency that teams like SC East Bengal, that teams like Mumbai City FC, FC Goa have shown in this tournament. You can't really go and have such a bad run and then still hope to be in contention for that top four. But now they're trying to remedy things. It's now about that final charge for them and so many teams who are involved in that battle. It's really about who gets this run in of fixtures right. That's really going to decide who makes that top four. And I mean, don't be surprised if a couple of those teams that you see on top of the leaderboard are not there in a couple of weeks' time, because that's just how close it is.
Yeah, and they're just kind of playing around with each other a little bit over there. But again, at the end of the day, it's all fine. It all comes down to the fact that you've got to enjoy your FIFA. That is clearly what Northeast United FC have been doing. But yeah, 2 more games remaining under the belts, and they've got to manage to make sure that they win them out, so that they can topple over. Because, like you said, the race for the top four is getting more interesting than ever. But Ibrahimovic, showing some really world-class FIFA over there. Those shots being scored just how they wanted to, and yeah, they've been kind of YOLOing along. They've been enjoying themselves. But yeah, for Jamshedpur FC, it meant a lot today. The entire matchup for them, and finally being able to step up, they're going to be happy with the way they have been playing.
Yeah, and of course, the little cherry on top that they did not lose any of the matches, of course, winning both the co-op games and getting the draw. I mean, both the individual games and getting the draw in the co-op as well, and largely with a higher expected goals tally as well. So they'll be pretty pleased with that day's work. Two wins now on the bounce for them, so finally finding their form. Arvind Mas finding his form as well. Akash still with a little bit to go before he really hits the stride that he showed at the start of the tournament. But no, it's a great time for them to be finding form, with now just I think 5 or 6 games for them left to play, and a lot of those games against the big hitters. But let's quickly take a look at the scorecard. To summarize everything that we saw, of course, a very cagey 1-0 affair where Akash getting the win over Imad, and then a thorough dominant display from Arvind, 4-0 against Mufu. Mufu barely getting any shots away in that game, and really trying to do a few overindulgent things that were just not required, and playing into Arvind's hands. 2-2 in the end. Northeast United FC showing a bit of fight in that final game, scoring some great goals, but Jamshedpur FC also coming back with plenty of chances of their own.
Oh yeah, and this more than anything at all. This evening has to be so important for Arvind Mas. But right now, let's take a look at who the hero of the match is going to be. I think no surprises there, because it is, there you go, Arvind Mas scoring 1 out of that co-op game also, and the 4 goals combined, being the hero of the match. And yeah, like I said, this evening has to be very special for him, because this sort of is the beckoning of his comeback, right? He's finally showed some promising signs, some good FIFA coming from his side, especially the composure, the control, the aggression. Everything had to be bang on.
Yeah, absolutely. He really played exceptionally well, and so composed in the box for all of these goals. Particularly the second one, I think the composure was absolutely phenomenal. and doing the job. And of course, he has been playing a few tournaments while and winning them of late as well. A few more casual tournaments. So we do know that he is a winner at heart. He has the ability, and now finally getting his confidence back stands Jamshedpur FC in very very good stead
Yeah.
as they head into the sort of the death overs, shall we say, of the league stage. It's going to be so crucial and so tight at the top. I'm so excited now to see how this run in happens, because that top four battle is going to be just so exciting.
Oh yes, it is. In fact, within a couple of seconds, we're gonna have our leaderboards where it's gonna get we're gonna have a more clearer picture at how things are
Yep.
going about. But before that, I think with this win, Jamshedpur FC find themselves in a good spot at least. Some might say they could have definitely done better because there was one time when they were in contention for that top spot, and then we suddenly witnessed their downfall. And in what fashion? Most of the shots just being very unlucky, I must say. It's not as if they were playing really bad FIFA. It was more about
Yeah.
getting frustrated with so many shots being taken, so many chances being created, still not finding the way they wanted it to. But today, I think it
Yeah.
all comes to an end over there. Finally, the good days have come by for Jamshedpur FC and all their fans. So I'm kind of happy about it, and I really hope we get to have a chat with Arvind and talk to him regarding how his entire time has been going by,
Yeah.
because he's of course recovered from quite a dip from over there, because out of which Akash did mention today that yeah, today you guys are gonna see Arvind Mas make a comeback, and well, he's stood true to his words.
Yeah, and we also have to see. I think now everybody, the moment has come where everybody was waiting for SC East Bengal to get that top spot so that their form goes down. Because every team who's been on top, let's do a count, right? FC Goa was on top, now sitting in fourth, and well, we'll get to all of that in a bit. But Arvind is in with us. We're quickly gonna head over for a chat. Arvind, congrats on the win, a massive result. You played really well today. How are you feeling?
Thank you. It was a must-win game for me to keep the momentum on. I lost five in a row and was letting my teammate also down. He was very supportive and he was telling me throughout the game, just play your game. You are way better than him. Just take your chances like that. It was a very good win for me.
And today, likewise, also, Akash did say us that you're gonna pull off a comeback, and you finally did. And that's the kind of a brotherhood we would want going on with not just inside the ESL but also out of it. But yeah, you did mention about your slump, right? Those five
Mm.
defeat streaks going on. Talk us a little bit about it, because we would want to know what went wrong actually with you.
Like I wasn't playing my game. It seems I went back and saw how I played against Harans, how I played against Lokmanu. I saw those games back and back, what I did right, what I did wrong, and I sort of got a game plan. I played a lot of FIFA this week, and I'm glad it worked out for me today.
So we've been seeing this one trend that whoever goes to number one position then suddenly falls down. So you guys were number one, you all came down. Northeast was number one, they came down. So is now everybody happy that SC East Bengal has gone number one, so they'll also start losing?
I can't say I can't say that openly, but anything could happen. It's every
It is yours, man.
it's because every team is very competitive now. Both players, no one is not okay here. They are very top level
Yeah.
players. Yeah, yeah. Because that's why anything can happen in this.
But with this win, a message to your fans that is this the comeback that we were waiting from, not just you but from the entire team?
Yeah, we were very desperate for to get this win because we lost the previous fixture against these guys. It was very unlucky, as you know. The fans has been very supportive because in the hard times they have been messaging, keep going, try your best. You can win like that. It was very helpful actually.
We hope that,
Well, we
yeah.
hope we hope the fans keep continuing to send you those messages, and we hope that you can continue rising up the table and compete for that top four. So well played today, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. So a little bit, playing a little bit diplomatic. I'm pretty sure that, he could also make a good politician out when he, looks for a different avenue out there. But yeah, lovely chatting with him for after a long, long time. But, we've got to take a look at the Terra Virtua super moment of the evening and see which moment has that got to be.
I have a sneaking suspicion I know which moment it might be, but we're gonna wait for it to be queued. And is it? Wait, which goal is this?
Uh,
Oh, was this
I
was
think
this the one from
yeah, Arvind,
Arvind?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yes,
yes.
beautifully worked.
Beautiful one. And this had to come, right? You can see this one coming through Arvind, that he knew that the energy pumping through his body. And again, a very, very good player finally has made his comeback. But yeah, before we end things down, let's take a look at the leaderboard and how things have changed, because Jamshedpur FC, they're gonna definitely get that climb onto the top four. So they're really happy, and they've toppled over FC Goa, but still FC Goa have 3 more games remaining. And like I said, 2 games less for Northeast United FC. So the top four race is still on, pretty much out in the open. Could be possibly anybody's. But yeah, for all the teams watching out there, they're gonna be happy that SC's Bengal have taken that early lead, because after this, they're just gonna be praying for their downfall.
Yeah. I think there's probably about 7.5 teams that are in battling for that top 4 team. It really depends on what Kerala Blasters can do. If they can manage to win their next 3 or 4 matches on the bounce, I think they could be in with a shout for being that surprise package, which, I mean, not a surprise package because we expected them to be competing for the top 4.
Yeah.
But maybe surprising based on the team so far. Unfortunately for Odisha FC, Hyderabad FC and ETKMB, I think it may be a bridge too far for them. But well, anything seems to be possible, and we'll see how the tournament goes.
Yeah, I mean, because you talk about the masala that's still on, right? It's still piping hot. Things are getting so tipsy and turvy. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're finally done with all the fixtures for the evening. And if you enjoyed the show, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, and yeah, do not forget to hit that like button as well. But before we head out, again, for all you viewers out there, you still have an option, you still have a chance to head in to www.terravirtua.io/ISL and sign up, and you're going to get a free NFT. We call it by the name of Reflect. Choose whatever the club that you are supporting and show your support. Reflect that with NFT. That being said, we're done with all the games. Before we head out, a huge shout out again to our sponsors. This eISL is, of course, powered by Coca-Cola. Our associate sponsors, Hero Esports partners, Northwind Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, for making this event happen. So Azim and I are finally going to be calling it a night. We're going to be meeting you tomorrow with some fresh set of matches. So till then, take care and have a good night.